Washington's war rhetoric against Venezuela is proving to be a front-row thunderclap, viewers, with cabinet room vows to sink the narco-terrorists, lethal strikes at sea, Marines drilling in Panama, and the world's largest aircraft carrier prowling the Caribbean. The fault lines of this escalating US-Venezuela confrontation have never looked sharper. This is an all-out showdown testing the limits of law, diplomacy and deterrence. And at the center of it all, of course, are these accusations that are flying in from both directions, and more people are getting killed. Region continues to edge towards a conflict neither side claims to want, but both sides seem, well, ready to fight. First up, let's take a stock of the ever-increasing build-up in Venezuela's backyard. I'm going to put out some of those specifics to tell you how this is possibly the tinderbox in America's backyard. First and foremost, there's a carrier strike group that is positioned close in the event that America wants to escalate this. Next up, there's a destroyers are shadowing Venezuelan waters. Again, these are all optics that are meant to prove a point that if Maduro doesn't take these cues, then America has options. What else are the options? Then there are these F-35 patrols that is taking place daily. F-35 is a formidable machine, and if those patrols are happening daily, that is meant to tell that Venezuela is running out of options. Special forces ship on station, and lastly, the Panama drills that are simulating combat in the possibility of the fact that they are looking to escalate this. Now, this is, well, how things stand right now. But if you think these formations are symbolic, take a closer look. They are strategic leverage in a standoff that's now stretching from the Caribbean all the way till Capitol Hill. And as Congress probes alleged illegal strikes and the Pentagon signals more on-ground action, yes, that is also a possibility. This crisis is no longer theoretical. It's unfolding in real time. If there is a possibility of American forces actually entering Venezuela with a ground assault, we are talking absolutely nothing left on the table. It's raising haunting echoes of past face-offs that began with rhetoric and ended with repercussions nobody could rewind. And now we take you inside the history, the bad blood, the miscalculation, and of course the moments that brought Washington and Venezuela to a razor's edge. Take a look.
For more than a quarter of a century, US-Venezuela tensions have simmered and spiked. But now they are surging towards breaking point. It is a conflict defined by power, pride, and a dangerous pattern of escalation. It starts in 1999 when Hugo Chavez sweeps to power. He rewrites Venezuela's political order, turning Washington from partner to target. Then in 2002, a failed coup topples Chavez for 48 hours. Caracas blames the US, a charge denied, but the distrust becomes permanent. Maduro takes the reins in 2013 as protest, shortages and economic freefall grip the nation. Washington hits back with sanctions, cuts financing, and ultimately recognizes opposition leader Juan Guaido in 2019, freezing relations to Arctic levels. Disputed elections in 2018 and 2024 keep Maduro in power. Millions flee, hyperinflation explodes, and Washington brands Caracas a corrupt criminal state. Then 2025 sets the fuse alight. Trump revokes protection for Venezuelans in the US, slaps tariffs, doubles a bounty on Maduro. He even labels the so-called Cartel de los Soles a terrorist network without presenting public proof. September brings lethal US maritime strikes. At least 83 killed on alleged drug boats. Legal experts call them extrajudicial. The White House calls them necessary. By November, an aircraft carrier, destroyers, bombers, and thousands of troops swarm the Caribbean. Trump warns of land strikes very soon. 26 years in, 2 presidents down, and one spiraling standoff later, Washington and Caracas now sit on the edge of a conflict neither side claims to want. But both sides seem ready to fight.
Now, viewers, if you take off your blinkers, you realize that this is the largest troop build-up by the US since its invasion of Panama in 1989. And the Trump administration will not back down because it's for 2 reasons. This is about drugs and this is about immigration. Both campaign promises for Donald Trump. It may be sketchy on the details, but the plan for Donald Trump is clear, that Maduro needs to leave. He's already doubled the kind of bounty on the Venezuelan leader's head. And for that, Venezuela needs to decide how soon it's going to make way for another leader. Whether or not there's actually going to be stopping of those drug lines is anybody's question, because most of them come from the Pacific, not the Caribbean. Whether it will actually lead to ending illegal immigration, again, anybody's guess. 8 million Venezuelans have fled the country in 11 years. Only about 20% have actually come to the US. But this may also be about installing a pro-Washington, pro-Trump president in Venezuela, which is why this has only just begun.